substrate library. That's these two right here. Let's start with loading, actually.
Okay.
So the way you load this, we have this bed right here. We have the bed, we have a take-up system right here. This is for extended prints. So if you're doing extended prints where you want to have it unattended, you can actually have it on this roll, and this roll will automatically take up the prints as the machine is printing, so you don't have to stand here and babysit and watch it. You don't have a core on this thing. You want to have a core, a 3-inch core on here. Typically you want it the size of the media that you have on here, or larger, but definitely not smaller. So this bed right here just comes right down. It always sounds like that. It's not breaking or anything like that. It comes down like that. That's totally normal. Here's your spindle. Here's your spindle lock to release it. So if I lift this up here, I'm able to pull this entire media out and sit it on the bed. I can just lay it on the bed. That's what this bed is for. This guy right here, slidable. So you see how your spindle cap is just lying down here. I can just move this over like so. You're set up right now for a 60-inch roll and smaller. I can also have this set up for a 54-inch roll and smaller. You don't ever have to worry about what I just said again. It's just the position of this end spindle cap here. I can unlock this spindle cap here and just slide it over to where it's right here. That will allow you to do 54 inches but not 60. I usually always set it up for the largest size you can do. You'll never have to touch this again. We want to take this media off this spindle here. There's a cap, there's a lock on the spindle cap on this side. Just going to lift this up, you just lift this up in this lock. Just release it and this slides right out. You don't have much room here. That's always a drawback because you're waving the spindle all around. So I'm just going to lift this up like so. Can you push that? I do a pull of the meat.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. You have these tension straps on this spindle here, which prevent this core from just spinning around. That's what gives it its tightness there. So this media feeds in a particular way. Whenever I put this on the bed, I'm always thinking, especially if I'm using batter material and all that good stuff, I hate putting it on the bed and all of a sudden put it on backwards. So if you just know that the media, the printable media, is always facing up. I'm sorry, that's this right here. This is your printable area. This is your backing. So when I lay this down on this bed, I just make sure that my line is facing up. So I'm going to go ahead and thread this through. Watch your fingers there, sir. Once I get it through, I can just go ahead and sit it on the bed. Real important. You want to make sure that the end of your media is flush with this cap here. You don't want any gaps or anything like that. You want to make sure it's nice and flush. We're going to take our spindle lock cap. I usually hold this thing like this, and I do it for a reason, because if you start trying to put this on like this, most people are always doing like this and trying to get it on. I usually just hold it just like this. Come over here, and I'll just grab it, and I can just see how I want it to slide on. And once I see that, it slides right on. Once I slide it on, I'm going to give it some pressure. I'm pushing it because I want to make sure everything is nice and flush. But at the same time I'm pushing it, I'll go ahead and lock it down in place. Very important over here. You have two grooves over here. You can call it left and right, 1 and 2. You always want to make sure that your spindle cap is on the outside. So I'm going to pull this on the outside, like so. That's because this gear right here is going to lock in place. This gear right here, when I lift it up, it's going to lock in place. So I can do it one or two ways. This right here, if it's a really heavy roll, I can just grab this right here and just lift that. And it'll automatically lock in place. This guy right here, locked in place, you don't have to do anything else. Or if it's a light roll, I'm just trying to get through things, I can just lift this up and put it in there like so. Same. When we load this, if you look down here, there's a roll bar here, this long black roll bar. Once we get ready to load, we're going to put this media on this roll bar, and it's going to assist us while we push it up in the.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm back over here. Roll. this is where you're almost always going to be. This is where you'll load, unload, cut media, move media back and forth and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit roll. This machine has these guys right here, these edge guards right here. I always make it a habit to keep these to the far left and the far right.